Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the UNLV Rebels, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Golden Bears will put total leather to crank us up. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So UNLV's offense will go on the attack first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And the Rebels come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the Cal Golden Bears offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock.
Out of space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Leaves it with the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Handoff to the lone back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
On the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Now, fourth down.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Golden Bears are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. And this is dropped Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They're going to test the right side with this one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They boot it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Hauls it in. Still running at the 40. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. UNLV is coming off its best 2-year stretch in school history, but they've got a new coach, but an experienced one in Dan Mullen, who has more than 100 wins on his resume.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Reese. Dan Mullen. Like, he's inheriting a team that was very successful. They were 1 game away from going to the college football playoff. That's how good they were. A lot of experience, a lot of good moments, and a building program.
And he's a really good mind on offense, no question about it. Very, very creative. So you expect that to continue at UNLV. And if that offense can do their thing, maybe this is a team that takes that next step.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand off from the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Calandria. Bringing the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. They'll line up for the field goal try as we start the second quarter. Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky. What a disappointment. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Got it behind the line. It's James. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Man, I love on third down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Punch it out of the air. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to you.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Brings up third down.
They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
It's so impressive when you get to watch versatile linebackers like this guy. Not only is he good against the run and can he go sideline to sideline, this guy can cover, and you saw it on zone defense that time, swatting it away on 3rd and long.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, he comes up with a huge first down.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got a man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? And they fail to hook up on third down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. From the gun, the running back has it. That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. Hit as he throws. Right on the money. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. 1st and 10 from their own 17. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working that wide receiver screen. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Nice move to keep running.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He'll try to do it himself. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. It's complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man on the right. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Seconds of the 1st half. Let's see how they handle it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the 1st half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that lap.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley.
And the Rebels will kick it off to start the 2nd half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Golden Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And that one will give them the lead.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Nice play by this defense again, and I feel like it's a broken record, doesn't it, guys? Like, seriously, both defense playing at a high level. Which offense can get a spark, make a big play, and get something going?
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Gums. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll leave it with him. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. And the Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's James. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
He wants to throw it again. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
Finds the tight end.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now. His last 2 games out, completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Catch in the middle. It's Gums. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Lots of running room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Finds his big tight end. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Grab near the marker. It's Morris. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cal! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Send the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a chance. Snowed under by the defense.
I think he does a really good job on this 2nd down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better 3rd down. That's a play we can continue to run even on 3rd down right now.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Wide open spaces. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first down and wants more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Give to the single back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He's taking the shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Golden Bears send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the fourth, a chance to move on top with a score. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Pulls it, fired complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle fingernails.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Calandria. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And the Rebels need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Thomas. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. The Rebels decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get. Right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab down the middle. Touchdown, Golden Bears! He got a step and just dusted the field. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Snagged out of the air. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things happen.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Buys a little time with his feet. Get every inch you can, but don't take the big hit. Great job by the quarterback. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth, turning it on. Smashes ahead. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Finds his tight end. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point, you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's going to throw deep right side. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
That's a first down for the offense.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the catch. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Going for 6. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
1 more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll give it to Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
It'll be 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Catch is made at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Working the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Really nice job there by the safety back in the middle of the field. You see his range and the speed. He's able to close on the ball and then knock it away. Nice play.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They get to him as he throws. Finds a man on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off.